Alright, I'm back.
Me too.
Trying to see if I need to move my camera. I look this way a lot. Maybe if I pull that there. That. There.
What are we playing tonight? You want to play Call of Duty?
I would love to play some League.
You want to do some League? Okay, cool. I think I'm just going to keep with the theme that it's a Wolves Den podcast. Go from there.
Sounds good.
Dude, the only thing that sucks is I haven't figured out how in my OBS to bring on the org Twitch chat. It still shows up as mine on the left hand side. So I gotta like bounce back and forth. Which I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Like I know what my
Wait, what is it that's pop the chat?
the chat is still linked to me, my Midway page.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal because like I know what my camera looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah.
You can always pull the chat up on your phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just go to the actual Twitch page. You know what I'm saying? Say fuck it. Okay, I can get rid.
Trying to think. Um, try up at the top of your OBS
Mhm.
or tools help stream elements.
Yep. Yep.
You know what? What stream elements are you signed into?
Stream right now. Stream elements I'm signed into are the orgs because that's how I edit the overlays and shit.
All right. Well, click on stream elements
Mhm.
up there at the top.
Mhm.
Does the chat is that one checked?
Yeah, the chat and media request are.
All right. Uncheck both of them and then recheck them. I just have to refresh. That's all.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. I can Google it later. I'm not too concerned about it right now. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Should have trimmed my beard.
I
Get,
should too, but I'm not.
getting old and lazy.
It takes me fucking 3 years to grow back what I have.
Dude, my problem is when I trim it, man, it looks. Yeah. Nah, I just have my barber do it. But
I do too. Every time I go, just line it up a little bit.
right, just make it a little even. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to touch base
Nah, not really. I'm
on?
good with what we're doing.
Okay. What's your Twitch? Is it Crippler81?
Hmm.
Okay. I don't, dude. I haven't typed it in for like fucking a year.
Yeah, no, I usually don't have to type yours in either. I just hit at, and
Right?
then you're like one of the very first ones that pops up. So, oh, there
Right.
we go.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I was gonna sing you happy birthday, but I decided against
No, that's cool.
it.
I'm good.
All right, man. You ready?
Let me. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna pull up the stream so I can. In fact, I don't need this monitor. I'm gonna swap.
Just let me know when you're done.
I don't even know why I have my OBS open.
You'll
Did
need.
it?
I said we'll only do about 10, 15 minutes talk, or if we just start talking about shit, then we'll go from
Yep, I'm good.
there. Ready? Okay, here we go. Three, two. Welcome everyone to the Wolves Den podcast part two. We are about 6 months removed from our first one. Today we have a very special guest with us. This is Crippler. I'm sure y'all know him from the org and his
I
many streams. He's a little excited today. It's his birthday. He turns 56 years old today, so let's wish him a happy birthday. You know, he looks good for his age. Kind of happy.
55, not
55.
56. Yeah,
Basically, what we're going to do with these podcasts, we're going to slowly start introducing members of the org, co-owners, which what Crip is what I am, and then just ask random questions, have some fun with it, shoot the shit, stuff like that. So, Crip, let's start off with probably the last couple weeks. Been pretty shitty for you, right?
uh, dude, like the worst 2 weeks ever.
To recap, this last week, Crip had his car stolen, which had his driver's license in it, social security card, his keys, everything. So he had to rekey his house, go try to get his license back, which in Indiana, you have to wait, what, 10 to 12 days before you actually get your actual driver's
Yeah,
license?
like 7 to 10.
7 to 10, okay.
Bunch of bullshit.
So even before he could go buy a new car, he had to wait for his license to come in. And today he finally got a new car. So now he's
Yes,
back to
I did.
living the normal life, which he can drive everywhere and do all that fun stuff. So
Yeah, without having to drive my brother's car, which completely grateful, but it is the most ghetto ass car I've ever been in my life.
because that's the one
No joke.
because that's the one that didn't have any air conditioning unless the car was moving, correct?
Yes, if you're sitting still, it blows hot air like it's the fucking middle of winter and you're freezing to death. As soon as you move, it's like instant cold. So weird.
What kind of car is it? Just out of curiosity.
His car is it's like a 1999 Cavalier.
Dude, that is money right there. I think I had one of those right after I
Yeah,
graduated high school.
it's only half a car though, because the bottom half's completely rusted out and gone. I gotta like be real careful stepping over the door jams so I don't cut my legs open and shit.
Get your tetanus shot.
Yeah,
So could you do a Fred Flintstone in it? Like if you're moving too fast, you could literally push the brakes to the floorboard.
I I bet you could if you pushed hard enough, they'd probably go. Yeah, that's
That
that
is.
wonderful Indiana winters for you though.
Oh God, I remember. Well, I don't remember, but I know the Illinois winters. And like
Yeah,
today, it's 100 degrees outside. Humidity is just disgusting. It's
and in
disturbing.
2 days it's gonna be like 73 degrees.
Yeah, on Sunday it's supposed to be 77. Like I
Yeah,
was all
it's
ready to go.
insane.
I was ready to go swimming. It's the wife's day off. I ain't going swimming in 77-degree weather. Are you kidding me?
No, it's too cold.
That is too cold. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
need to sit in a hot tub for that temp. Um, another question I want to ask: what got you started in gaming? What was your very first system that you owned?
Mm. Very first game I ever played was Pole Position on the Commodore 64.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, way back in I was 5 because I was in kindergarten, so 1986.
Holy shit! Yeah, I didn't have a
Yeah,
Commodore. I had an Intellivision. Well, my dad had an Intellivision. Let me.
85, 86. We were living in some apartments in South Bend, and our neighbors upstairs had one. And they had 2 kids my age. So yeah, that was the first game I ever played.
Okay, did that get you hooked on gaming, or did it take like a couple years, like for you to get your own
It
system?
took a little bit of time. I think the first system I had, it was me and my mom and my sister, second oldest, my mom bought an Atari,
Nice.
and it was like Pitfall nonstop.
Hey, I can. My dad had that game on a television too, and I don't know. It just seems so boring. The only game that I remember playing, like my first game, was Burger Time. I don't know
I
if you.
remember, I
Yes,
remember that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
played.
It was Pitfall, and then uh, I'd say a couple months after that, we bought the like the paddle
Okay,
controller that had the
okay,
little twisty knob,
yeah.
and she bought a game called Kaboom. It's fucking fun as hell. It's just bombs dropping, and you have to, twist the fucking knob back and forth, try to catch them without them blowing up.
So how
Uh,
many times did you break the knob? Because that's what I'm wondering. That's a
I
real
don't think I
question.
ever broke it. I didn't start raging until the NES. When I
the
got my first NES trying to beat Mario.
the original Nintendo.
Original Nintendo. Yeah, that's when the rage came.
See, the rage came from me on Duck Hunt. That stupid little dog that would pop up and laugh at you every time you missed.
Oh yeah.
God, I hated that dog. So
Funny
was
thing about Duck Hunt, I seen the other day, Seth Rogen was talking about it. I
was it?
think it was Seth Rogen. It's like his favorite game of all time. And apparently, if you had the Player 2 controller plugged in, if anybody was messing with it, they could actually control the ducks.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know that until 2 months ago, probably.
Oh my god, me and my sister when we played, we used to torture the shit out of each other. Like
Yeah.
we would do it over and over again. And see, Westsider agrees. He loves Duck Hunt. Like I could still play Duck Hunt to this day, I think.
Oh yeah, I think I could too.
And did you used to cheat too and put your gun really close to the TV
Oh
screen?
hell yeah. I would just I'd lay on the trigger as soon as they started coming out.
didn't you
I
only
wasn't very good at that game either though.
did you only get like 3 shots though?
I
If
think
I'm
so, yeah.
Oh god. So you the first. What was the first system you bought with your own money?
First system I bought with my own money. PlayStation 1.
PS1.
Yep.
Were you a Metal Gear Solid fan like I was, or was
That was the first game I bought.
dude that game was so addicting?
Yes. I've been thinking about streaming it
I would watch that.
because
I,
I got the PlayStation Classic, so it should be simple plug and play through the Elgato. I'd love to try it.
dude, I mean, I watch your streams anyways, but yeah, that would be very very nostalgic. Or
That game actually made me rage too,
yeah,
surprisingly.
couldn't you hide in a box? Like, wasn't
You could
that?
hide, yeah, you could hide in a box, knock on the wall, smoke a cigarette, and
Yeah,
increase your heart rate.
and take volume to
Uh,
calm down.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, but when it first came out, it was on 2 discs.
Yep. Yep.
So I played this game for days and days and days, just trying to do everything to beat it. So I finally get to the end of the first disc, and my dumbass didn't know at the time. Just open the tray and put the other disc in.
You turn the power off.
I turned the power off, changed it out, and started it back up, and it was like, "Please insert disc one." I was like,
Oh
"No, I'm on disc two."
oh my god.
I
I
never went back and finished it.
really?
Yeah, I got so pissed that I never went back and finished the game.
So you've never finished Metal Gear Solid?
Nope.
Oh my god, you're missing out. It was like it played like a movie. Like I was actually disappointed that it ended. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I thought it was at the time it was the greatest thing I'd ever played. It was way better because I played Mario and all that shit for so long, and then I had that, and I was like, oh, this is so amazing. And yeah, it was fun.
Did you ever get into the Twisted Metal series?
I tried. I something about shooting and driving cars at the same time just takes too much attention. Couldn't do it.
It was
I
fun.
do like them though; they are fun.
Yeah. I think I played like maybe the first two. I want to say they came out with three, but
I
after
think, yeah, I probably played the first two off and on a little bit, and then they had the one for PlayStation 3
hmm
a while back.
yeah, I didn't
Twisted Metal Black or something.
yeah, I didn't get into that.
I got it, played it, and I was like, nah, I'm done.
That's a young kid's game, man. That's too much moving and
Yeah.
no.
Now, if you want to talk racing and just tearing shit up, Destruction Derby
Yes.
on
Ye-
PlayStation was
yes.
amazing. And do you remember Road Rash?
On Sega?
Yes,
Dude, I played the
with the
shit out.
motorcycles where you could kick
Yes.
the shit out of people.
I played the shit out of that game.
Loved them.
Oh my god.
Those were great.
The sad part is people watching probably like, who the hell, or what the hell are they talking about? These old ass
Yeah,
games from like the
we're old as
90s.
shit.
Dude,
I know.
I love old games. All right, next question I want to get into is the state of Call of Duty. Like, me and you have been Call of Duty fans since pretty much the first one. I think we could both agree on PC.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. Like, I keep on trying to get behind Black Ops 4, and I just can't. What is it for you that has disappointed you, Black Ops 4,
Black Ops 4 in general.
in general?
Uh, well, release I thought was smooth. I thought it was a very good release.
Hmm.
Aside from spawns,
Yes.
spawns on release were horrible,
Yeah, I remember that.
especially Control, because that's all we played when we first started
Yep.
was Control and Blackout.
Yep.
Hated it. I mean, it got better. It got a lot better. I loved League when it first came out, and then I lost my shot. Not that I had much of one to begin with, but
Right.
I don't know. It just feels they didn't try. It feels incomplete. It feels like a placeholder game that they just threw out there to wait for the next one.
So
I
you,
think they spent a lot of time on Blackout, but I think they should spend more time on Blackout because they changed things there that shouldn't have been changed from release.
well,
Um, some of the stuff they've added is just stupid. It really is.
well,
Put the
I'm
windows back in the fucking game, please.
right. I remember when we first started playing Blackout, and I didn't like Blackout at first. Like, I really didn't, but it started to grow on me. But we would play. We'd only play like 2 hours a day, maybe three tops, and there wouldn't be a day go by we wouldn't win two, three, four games. And it just seemed like slowly when the game meta started changing, I don't know if we couldn't adjust to it because of our style of gameplay, or just we weren't good enough. But now it's to the point it's just not enjoyable for me anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get it completely. I'm hit and miss with it. Some days I love it, others I hate it.
Yep.
And it is just it's the way it's played. It's become it's campy.
Yep.
They've catered to campers
Hmm.
horribly.
Especially with the dark now that you can get and
Yeah.
the way the
Bring the
barricades.
windows back.
Yes. Oh,
I mean,
go ahead.
let me change that real quick. Um, I don't know. I mean, to me, I know some people think it's great and it's just a minimal thing, but when you're going through an area with five buildings and none of them have windows, you can't tell where a camper is camping because most of the time they don't open a door and close a door. They jump through the window.
Hmm.
So you say, hey, somebody's been through there or somebody's probably in there. You lose that now. It's gone.
Right. I agree. I agree 100%. And I don't, the shots feel different. Like, I know, especially with us as older gamers, like, we're not in our prime anymore, to be honest. We're a little bit on the older side. I know our shots are going to change, but it just seems, for me, it just seems like a completely and totally different game upon, or from when it first released, if that
Oh,
makes
yeah, it is.
sense.
Um, the shots are there. I don't think it's us that lost our shots in Blackout due to age, as you say.
Hey, man, I'm
Um,
39 now, damn it,
I
I'm
think
old.
it's just one of those things where they tweak so much different stuff. This does more damage than this used to do. This does less damage than this used to do. And some of that stuff they don't tell anybody. It's
Right.
not in the patch notes. Like what was it? The first month and a half, 2 months, the ABR was king in that
Yes.
game. Nothing could top the ABR.
Nope.
I don't care what it was. It took a step back when people found out the SDM didn't have recoil
I hate that
with
gun.
a certain type of scope on it. So they tweaked the damage on that. But I think when they tweaked that damage, it actually tweaked other stuff, or they tweaked other stuff and didn't tell anybody.
Mhm.
Because then the ABR went to shit. And
Mhm.
I now I think it's one of the worst guns in the game.
Yep. But I mean, before the ABR used to be like you said. You put two bursts on someone. It didn't matter if they had level 3 armor or not. Most of the
Yeah.
time, they would die. Like
And that
just.
was another thing too, the armor. They changed the armor so much from release to the first patch to the third patch to now. Like, what was it at one time? Level 2 and level 3 armor were exactly the same, and nobody knew that.
Yep. All right,
The only difference was the sound. You sounded like a tank
you
with a
did.
level 3 armor compared to a level 2,
You did.
but you get the same protection. So it wasn't worth it.
All right. Well, now let's switch over to multiplayer. And we've had our
Multiplayer.
we've had our love and hate with. I mean, every Call of Duty multiplayer.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but one thing I think that they've completely missed the mark on with this Call of Duty is the hit registration, the hit markers. Um, they're just horrible. I've never seen it so bad in any game, for that matter.
No,
It,
no. I
it's
The only game I would compare it to, as far as being just as bad, would be Battlefield 4 on release.
yeah,
That game was garbage. It was
mhm,
so bad. Um, yeah, they're off. They're so off. I mean, you can see it in almost every replay you watch. And I know there's always a lag issue with replays, always has
right.
been, but not to the part where you're shooting a guy, he's around the corner, and he dies.
Yep. Well, it's even
Or
on
vice
land.
versa.
It's
Somebody's shooting at you, you're around the corner, you die. You know you're around the corner.
mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. I mean, but that's even on land. I mean, the CWO playoffs are going on right now, and
agreed, fish. And
I,
thank you, West Sider and Mad.
I was
Those
watching
are
a little
good
bit of it
picks.
earlier, and like you said, somebody's ducking around the corner, and like I get that, sometimes with the way the shots are. I mean, but when you're literally behind the door or behind the wall or whatever, and you're getting shot not through the door or through the wall, but from where you were 3 seconds ago,
Yeah,
that's disturbing. Um,
yeah. And that was the same issue that Battlefield 4 had.
hmm but now
They
go ahead.
fortunately fixed it.
And this game's too far gone, and we got the new game in three
Oh yeah.
months. Modern
What are we?
Warfare,
July, August, September. We're 3 months away.
yeah, 3 months. Yeah. So with modern,
Almost to the day, I think too.
yeah,
So
the 20th I think is when it comes out. With Modern Warfare 4 that's coming out, I'm excited about it. I want to see more. But from the 2v2 gameplay that I seen that Courage TP were a part of, for me, it's throwing it back to more about tactics. It's not all about run and gun and slide and blah 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 and this and that. And the recoil on the guns is it's much more realistic, and I think the game's gonna have a lot more realistic feel. I mean, you're still gonna have some, different arcade aspects to it, but I think that game is gonna take it back to where it was the first time Call of Duty ever released, way back when.
yeah. Question though,
Hmm.
is that realism versus arcade gonna affect the community?
Yes, I think.
Will they accept it,
I don't think
or
they're
will they be like, well, if I wanted that, I would just go play Battlefield?
at the same time though. Like I used to love Battlefield games. Um, but Battlefield games more like we talked about before. Like you need a full squad to be
I have to
efficient,
have a full squad. You can't solo Battlefield and have fun.
right? Where more Call of Duty, I think you're gonna be able to run one or two people and be effective. Um, Opposed to like a Battlefield game, like I said, where you need a full squad.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be interesting. I look forward to it. I look forward to the bugs on the first day. I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah.
If you remember
I'm
in the
sure there'll be plenty.
yeah, you remember in the first Call of Duty, the very first one on PC, bunny hopping was a thing where you just held down the space bar and you could literally just jump around over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But see,
Uh, what were my favorite? I think one of my favorite uh Call of Duty releases was Modern Warfare 2.
Yes, that
I
game.
actually requested the day off. Uh, I went at midnight, picked it up. They sold energy drinks at the same time.
Oh God.
So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Took the energy drink, got it installed, ready to play. Servers were crashed. I was
Oh.
like, shit. So I
Yeah.
played a little bit of the story. I was like, all right, I'm
Hmm.
going to bed. Well, I couldn't sleep because I drank my first ever energy drink. So,
So you
so
were
I'm
all
laying in bed bouncing off the walls. And
uh
then I stayed home from work. I get up, get ready to play. It was like 2 o'clock that afternoon that the servers were on, and I was able to play. And I was just like, I should have just went to work.
but if you remember like I was big on the campaign mode, the story modes. I love them. And there's a very, very controversial story mode or story part in Modern Warfare 2 called No Rush. I don't know if you remember it.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
And I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun. like
Yeah,
it let me take out all my rage. And I think what people need to understand, it's just a video game, and I don't want to hear that bullshit that well, video games, lead to violence. No, stupid. We've been fighting
no,
each other since the beginning of time. We're gonna be fighting each other till the end of time. Like video games do not make you violent. Sorry.
no, I don't agree with it either.
PCP and alcohol make you violent, but video games don't make you violent towards other people. Gamer rage is real. Let me say that.
Oh, it's a very real thing. Undoubtedly, very, very real.
It is. And Matt, I don't know why the host won't work. I'm still working out the kinks on this channel. Um, but is that the tank company don't engage? Crypt, you know what he's talking about?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Um, no, the part in Modern Warfare 2 we're talking about, Matt, is where you're in the airport and you're basically undercover and you're just basically supposed to massacre the whole airport and then they kill you at the end. So it's kind of like a movie. And have they said if there's going to be a story mode
There
in?
is, there's gonna actually supposed to be a very in-depth story mode to Modern Warfare. Um, co-op
Oh,
as well. I
nice.
don't know if it's 2 or 4 player co-op. Um, Matt, you can't host from this chat. You have to go to your channel and chat to do host. Or if you click since you're on your phone, should be a share icon at the top. If you click on that, scroll to the bottom, should give you an option to host.
See, and that's
Uh,
why it's here.
yeah, that's why I'm here. Um, yeah, Drifter. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter. Um, he's a inside COD guide. Gets all kinds of information early.
Hmm.
Makes He does in-depth videos. I don't. If you've never watched his in-depth videos, go watch them. He breaks down every single stat for every gun, perk, absolutely everything in every Call of Duty game. Uh, he'll tell you point for point which gun is better than the other, um, which perks to use, with which weapons. He's breaking down every weapon in Blackout, this Call of Duty, and pretty much every Call of Duty before now. Uh, Lots of detailed information, lots of research. Um, but he said that when he got to go to the Go Play, not the recent multiplayer event they did, but way back before they even released, he said when you're going through the story, some of the stuff in the story actually carry over into multiplayer, like stat
Oh
unlocks
wow.
on guns and stuff like that. You can make decisions in the story. Like he said, there was one. It was like kind of like a terrorist hunt type of thing
Hmm.
where you're walking down the road and you have to take out the terrorists without killing the innocents, but it's kind of hard to tell who's who because they're kind of mixed in together. Um, he said there's options where you can actually, I think you could sacrifice hostages in order to kill the enemy, which will carry over to a stat in multiplayer.
See, now
So
that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think so.
It's gonna be one of those games that maybe we'll have to do the story mission like just on a day where we don't feel like dealing with multiplayer, you know,
Oh yeah.
and just
I
run
mean, we
through it.
could always just co-op it
Yep.
just to see.
All right,
That would be fun.
last question I kind of want to get to before we sign off is we're going to talk a little bit about the org, the state of the org, and what we're working on. I know you're going to be part of the Destiny competitive team, so tell me a little bit about that. What are your plans? Like, what are you hoping to get out of it? Because I know you're a big
I'm going
Destiny
to be.
freak.
I used to be a Destiny freak. I want to get back into Destiny, but I'm scared. I'm not scared that I wouldn't be good. I'm scared that they'll just let me down like they did before.
Right.
I know Daft is super into Destiny right now,
Yes, he
which
is.
is great. Unfortunately, rip his TV.
Right. Poor Daft.
uh, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, see how it goes. If I think there's gonna be promise, I'll jump back on. But at the same time, it's gonna be hard because I think their next big DLC is also around the time NBA 2K20 is coming out. So,
Hmm.
and we both know what we got plans on that one.
Yeah, for what you guys don't know, for NBA 2K20, what me and Crip are going to try to do, and keyword is try, we're going to try to have our own Pro Am team. We're going to try to get 5 of us from the org and just run straight Pro Am. Um,
Yep.
if it's something you want to be a part of, message me on Twitter, message Crip on Twitter, message the org on Twitter. We're always looking for people.
But yeah,
People.
I mean, we want to try to build a full squad.
Yep.
Run some. What is it? My park.
Yep.
Everybody, we're just gonna have to find people that play different positions, put a
Hmm.
team together, and who knows?
Yep. And the other thing,
Anything could happen.
the other thing about the org right now, we're trying to get together an Apex team. We do have a competitive Call of Duty team, which is kind of why this podcast is Call of Duty based. Right now, they're just screaming. What we're trying to do is build towards Modern Warfare 4, and that's where me and Crip come in. Since we played so long, we have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not just saying that just because we've played so long. We just we just been on the scene for a very long time. We know a little bit, little ins and outs. Um, but even if you don't want to be a competitive gamer, you can still stop in. You can still come hang out with us. You don't have to be a streamer. You could just be a pub stopper and
Oh
just
yeah, definitely. I
you
mean, anybody's welcome. We're not some private club that you have to have a membership to join.
no, but we
We
do
have
have a
people that are
handshake.
always looking to just run games,
Yeah,
numerous games, not Call of Duty. It could be anything.
yeah. We
You'd be
play
surprised.
Paladins. We play League of Legends. We play Rocket League. We play Call of Duty. Obviously, we play Destiny. We play Fortnite. I forget what. There's a couple other games. So we have a bunch of gamers, and we do have people based in the UK as well. So it doesn't matter if you're from here or you're across the pond. We have people that can work with you. Most of our people are on PlayStation, but we do have some that are on PC as well. Um, oh, and your brother called point guard. He said he's going to be a point
Yeah, I've seen that. Well, we'll fight. We'll see.
guard. um, so yeah, that is our goal for NBA 2K20. But as far as the org goes, we're a smaller org. We're not rich. We're not huge. We try to make things more family oriented here. Um, we used to be called Guardians Gaming way back when, and I'll get into that a little bit more on my next podcast with Thunder God, who is one of the original founders. But we have people of all ages. As long as you're 16, you're more than welcome to join us. Um, there is no funny stuff here. There's no funny business. We're all about building a group and promoting people, and that's why
Yeah.
we're doing stuff like this, just to get our name out there and just to let you all see there are faces behind, the org. We're not all orgs are like what you see, whether it be in the Call of Duty comp scene or the League of Legends comp scene or even Counter Strike, which I've heard is very, very, very cutthroat.
Oh, dude, have you ever watched any of the comp for CS:GO?
Yes, yes,
I can't watch long. I have to turn it off.
yeah, it's
Cause yeah, oh my God, those guys. You thought COD was toxic?
yeah.
Nah.
I played COD a little bit, or not COD, Counter Strike a little bit when I first got my computer, and they don't even try to hide that they hack. Like they
Oh
don't,
no, they don't.
and it's just
Uh,
it's
the
so
only
annoying.
fun I ever have playing CS:GO is arms race.
I don't play
It's
that.
like it's the their version of Call of Duty's gun game.
Okay. Okay. I could
A
probably.
lot of fun, but yeah, comp no, that ain't happening for me.
Not at all, huh?
No, but yeah, I mean, hit us up on Twitter if you want to join. Um, and we do promote streamers pretty well, I think. We've made, let me think here, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'd say in the last 6 months, at least 7 people affiliate,
Yep. And I am one of them.
and I'm one of them.
Right. So, I mean, if you want to grow, if you want to build your channel, come hang out with us. One of our more popular streamers, Lucky, he's actually on vacation right now, but he pulls in a lot of good viewers every night. I want to say around 20. Um, he does have a very interactive stream. He is West Coast, so he does stream later at night. Um, but I mean, will help build your channel, and that's pretty much why we're here. We're not here for anything else. Last thing before we go, is there any game that you would say if they re-released, you would play all over again from scratch that you didn't know anything about? Like
All over from scratch. So
all o-
something I've already played, but
yes, but you would play all over again.
there's actually a lot. Um,
Let's go with your top five then, if you got five.
Top five:
Yep.
the Uncharted series,
Okay.
God of War series,
Yes.
Super Mario World on Super Nintendo, um, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
No, come on now.
That's like one of my top 5 games of all time. Just that's got a sentimental value to it.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and yeah, Mad Destiny. Destiny 1 before House of Wolves was I if they wouldn't have ruined that game, it would probably be my favorite game of all time.
And see, for me, it's simple. It's a God of War series. Plain and simple. That game.
Oh yeah,
I mean, all the way back on the it was on the original PlayStation, right?
PlayStation 2
Okay.
was
Yeah.
God of War. I
I would.
actually have a huge canvas painting of Kratos down in my basement because I don't have anywhere to put it. I have Kratos tattooed on my arm. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, God of War is like one of my tops of all time. I still haven't finished the new one. That's on my to-do list of a solo single player stream thing I want to do.
It's
I
amazing.
just got to plan it.
It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie though, that last Valkyrie you have to beat is a bitch.
Yeah. See, and I didn't
Oh,
even make it that far. I think I've only fought the very first Valkyrie, and then shit went haywire. I got sidetracked.
I actually had to go online and watch a YouTube video on how to beat her. That's how
So,
frustrated I got.
all right. Well, look forward to that then, because I think I'm gonna stream it on the Org's channel.
Yeah, well,
That's where I'm gonna focus some of my single player stuff at.
you're gonna have fun with that, I promise you. All right, guys, we're gonna get into some gaming here in a little bit. We're gonna take about a 5 to 10 minute break. Thank you for everyone for stopping out for the second edition of the Wolves Den podcast. We are gonna upload it to our YouTube channel, so if you missed anything and you just want to go over and rewatch it, go check out our YouTube channel. It is Ulfhednar Esports. Um, Big thanks to Cripper for coming on. It is his birthday. Again, he is 55, 56, somewhere in there. I don't ask.
55.
55. Um, if you want to watch Cripper stream, man, it's Crippler81 on Twitch. Go check him out. He's a blast. He's very interactive. We will be streaming again here, like I said, about 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to take a break. I will be streaming on this channel, on the org channel. So thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.
See, that was simple, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, still doing your audio on the stream though.
Second. How about I am back? Back. back. Just adjusting real quick. Why won't you get a cam, Matt? Because you don't want to be seen?